Good evening and welcome to Pa's Spare Time. Hello, Bassman.
What's up, Pa?
What are you doing here?
Oh, I don't know. I took a wrong turn in Texarkana, and before I knew it, I was stuck in the driveway, and ended up here.
Well, that'll happen. Well, I'm glad you're here.
I'm glad to be here.
Bassman64, fresh from Texas, drove up here today. He's probably a little tired. And we are going to be streaming tomorrow at 2 o'clock. And looking forward to that. I think we have boxes available, but honestly, I haven't looked in a while. I know I saw Stan Horn pop in for a couple, but I don't know past that. Hello, Treasure Hog. How are you? Oh, I haven't put your screen up.
No.
Bassman can't see a darn thing.
Don't worry about me. I'm all right.
Wait, I did put it up. Why is it not over there?
I don't know.
Oh, because I haven't moved it over there. Duh. Give me a second. Give me a second. I gotta give Bassman some eyes here. That one's live, so that must be it. Turn the volume off of that. Move you over. And is that the make it big button?
Next one. Oh, there you go. Yep.
All right. Do a live chat. You're stuck watching commercials.
There we go.
All right. I think we are set up. How is everyone? Let's see, where was I? Sam Wilson, hello. Welcome. Good to see you, Sam. NetFiend is in the house. Good to see you, NetFiend. Justin Collins, good evening. Yeah, we were trying to be on a minute ago and our computer crashed again, so we will just have to see how it goes. And hopefully the announcement went out and we'll have, not that we don't appreciate the four of you, but we'd like to get to at least 8 tonight on our late night Coinsomniacs.
Yep, gotta have high hopes.
So how's everyone doing on this lovely Friday night? They guess they made it through the week, Bassman.
Yes.
Always get to the other side of the time clock on a Friday night.
Oh. Yes, and soon we have daylight savings time to think about.
Oh, that's coming up soon. We
Yeah.
gain an hour of sleep, though,
Yes,
don't we?
we do.
Oh, I need it.
Boy.
I need that extra hour of sleep. For
course.
sure.
Of course, we could stay up an extra hour.
That's true. Which, that's not good. I think that's kind of like giving our hour of sleep back.
I
isn't
know,
it?
right?
Well, that kind of stinks. So, what we're going to do tonight, if we stay awake, is we are going to search for my mouse first. We are going to search, there it is. Oh. Nickels. We're going to have a little nickel box battle. And we're going to see if either one of us can find some coins that go in our nickel book that we've been trying to fill. Which is right here on the bottom, of course. We've got most of them now. I think we still need 7 or 8 though. Let's get the book over here and show it. Full screen ahead. There's the book. Let's see what we need. I've got them written down. We need a 39D, a 43D, a 45D, a 48S, a 50, a 50D, a 51S, and a 55. So I will keep that handy to see if we find any of those. If we can work our book up a little bit. And I think we'll let the audience build as the suspense of our nickel hunt. This is kind of a last minute deal, so I don't have our nickel score sheet. We're just going to hunt, see what we find, see if we can fill the book, and we'll let you guys decide who won the thing. If somebody finds a V nickel, they probably win.
That's true, Sam Wilson.
Because it's the highest scoring point. See, 2 V-nickels found live. One by Hudson and one by Bassman. Haha, cool. I found a couple on Coinsomniacs before. Oh, let me put the screen up so I can see.
These
both
are
of
some of the smallest $half I've ever seen.
They are little $half. They are little $half. All right. I never get it into it. As a matter of fact, I got a lot of really new looking ones over here. Paul may have chosen a poor box. We'll see. We will see. Would you like a pocket knife?
I think I'll use a screwdriver.
All right. I got an extra pocket knife if you want one. Several, as a matter of fact. Hello, Jim Cantor. Good to see you. All right, 50 rolls of nickels to search. Paul's going to get his light down here where I can actually see what I'm doing. I went with
That's a
Hudson.
requirement?
Yeah, for me. You've got a find already?
No, I'm just
You're
looking.
looking for yourself. I could make that bigger if you need it to be bigger to see. At any point, you got something totally cool. You need me to blow that up a little bigger?
Does it show on the screen of the microscope?
It will, but then it won't show up here.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh, did I? Yeah, it won't do both.
okay.
So you're stuck with looking at the lagged one probably on the screen.
Okay.
I can now. I tell you what. I can change it over so you can just see it on the scope, and you can't see it up there. And then if you find something cool, I
That'd
can
be
bring it
fine.
over. Or you can show it.
Yeah, that'd be fine.
Let me. Which one is it? It shows. Is it that one? Yeah.
There we go.
It may still show up there, but I don't think it will. I think it'll be froze on that.
Oh, there we go. That's better. All right.
All right, so if Bassman gets a good nickel, I'll show it on my scope. Moving your scope off. I'm gonna. Hey, I got one end of my coins. I got both of them. I just gotta open it. I just gotta open it. Hope everyone's having a good evening.
Yes.
I see a few in here that aren't brand new. That's a good sign. I don't think we can match Rob's box from today. He tore it up. 74 finds in, well, you can't even see where I'm searching. Come on, Paul, I know you're out of practice, but. Alright. He found 74 finds in one box, including an Indian head that was pretty, buffalo nickel I mean, and a couple more nickels, I believe.
So we're looking for 59 and before.
59 and before.
All right.
I found a 78 that sure looked old. Does that count?
No. I found a 69 that looked old.
Okay, would you consider us even? We will just consider us even. No, we will be back tomorrow, computer willing, with a $50 live stream starting at 2 o'clock. We're going to do up to 7 boxes. Earlier we had 3 committed for, but I haven't looked in a few hours.
Jim Cantor, pretty much that was the deal. Michael Badejo, good evening.
Hey, Michael, welcome. 1946. Justin, you're 3 ahead of us right now. Justin is winning right now. He did make a little bit of a wrong turn, but we're not talking about that. We're
No.
just glad he's here safe and sound.
Several, actually.
A mom and pop nickel box. That's kind of what Rob opened today. It was crazy. Oh, I got to find. I've got to find. It's a 1948. It's nothing super special, but it is a 1948. And it's a D. I got a 48D. I was going to do something. What was it? Oh, I was going to get my list of coins we need back out, so if we find one, I'll know. 48S is what we need. Darn the luck.
John Jacobs, everybody.
John Jacobs in the house. Good evening, John. I have a 1957. A 1957 D. 57D. 2 finds for Paul.
I have a 1940.
Ooh, oldest find of the hunt thus far.
And nothing else.
Well, that makes it 2-1. It's not too bad. Hey John, it's good to see you. So with Bassman here tomorrow, you never know when a hootenanny might break out tomorrow.
Oh, I'm looking so forward to
You
it.
just never know. And you might never know what we might do when a hootenanny happens. Because you know with Bassman around, I can't give away just any coin. It has to be pretty.
Oh, geez. Here we go.
And so I don't have any pretty coins, so I'm giving away ugly stuff instead. No, I wouldn't do that. I may give away a little ugly stuff, but it'll have some pretty stuff to go with it. A little combination. Where is everybody tonight? We're used to playing in front of a larger audience. I don't know. Who are we going to throw the guitar picks to? I'm not sure. Yeah, Hudson is camping with Mommy and Daddy and family this weekend. So, you are stuck with Pa and Bassman.
Yep.
I reached out to Bassman the other night when I found out Hudson was camping, and he said, "Heck yes, I'm in. It ain't nothing for me to drive 5 hours to do a stream." And he did. So I certainly appreciate that. He didn't get a lot of notice. As Shannon and Treasure Hog can attest to, they don't usually get a lot of notice either.
Speaking of Shannon, I have your ill-gotten gains from my last stream.
Shannon had a big box with you, if I remember
Yes, he did.
And a bunch of silver.
I just happened to bring them by since I thought I would be in the area.
You can either come over or I can keep it for you. I got stuff for Treasure Hog here as well. Think you put that video out, Paul. That's right. That's right, John Jacobs. I didn't get a notification. I'm kind of thinking that with the attendance being a little light, that our notification didn't go out. You know, YouTube's got so many things to worry about. Like knocking people off the air with good content.
Yep.
Letting other people that do gambling shenanigans hang around punishment free. I don't know. Now they haven't picked on me very much, except when I played Burl Live singing the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, or Silver and Gold. Whew, no sense of humor for that one at all.
Copyright?
Oh, big time.
Yeah.
Yep. It happened instantly when I posted the video. There was a live stream and I posted it and it happened like immediately.
Oh yeah.
Please remove this segment. So my recommendation would be throw a nickel on the floor and stay away from Burl Live.
Oh no.
I'm still at 2 fines. Are you still at 1?
I'm still at 1.
Boy, we're tearing it up, aren't we?
I know.
Hey, Slick One. Good to see you. I got Bassman with me here.
What up, Slick One?
Guess I could make our pictures a little better so you could tell who's here.
Can you really make our pictures any better?
I could make them bigger. I don't know about better. I can make them. I can size them bigger, but
Yeah.
better. And we are what we are.
That's tough.
I could try the magic eraser feature of the computer, but
There we go.
I don't know if that would work either. I am not sure. Hey, now we're cooking. We're up to 11. If I missed you in the stream, apologies. Glad you're here. I am here with Bassman64. Bassman streams on Monday nights sometimes at 6 p.m. Central.
Well, I'm going to try to get that a little bit more
Okay.
consistent.
That is his slot, 6 o'clock on Monday nights. And then he is the Ed McMahon of the Southern Metal
That's for
streams
sure.
on Tuesday and Thursday nights,
Yep.
where they stream together. In both cases, those streams are exceptionally good, and you should check them out.
All right, here's your $10.
Hey, that's how we settled on 20.
Oh, wow.
You're cutting me down.
You have to say it again.
I'll bid you up more.
All right.
I got all day tomorrow too, as long as you know what? We dropped a few frames, but not many. Does the stream look okay from everybody's end? You seeing us and hearing us okay? Hey, we're up to 12. Perplexed mind in the house.
Paula
Good to
Abrams,
see you. Perplexed. Vern LaPointe, good to see you, my friend.
Burn the point, yes.
Yeah, we are searching nickels, Adam Coles. We are searching nickels. I'll even try to bring my scope down a little, and my scope, I think that's called the camera, and a webcam. Maybe you can see them. I've got 2 finds so far. Bassman has 1. Neither find of our finds have been extremely unbelievable yet. But, last time we did nickels, Hudson found a V-nickel, Bassman. And that's the night that we did a box, and I put a bounty on war nickels and buffalo nickels. And then I put a 5-ounce round bounty out on a V-nickel.
Oh my gosh.
Because you never find a
You're
V-nickel.
not, yeah, that's pretty safe.
I mean, we found 3 or 4 out of 100 boxes.
It's pretty safe.
About 10 rolls in, Hudson pops a V-nickel. And Dad Spare Change won the 5-ounce round.
Yeah.
So I was happy for Dad, but it's like, Hudson, you're going to do these things, you got to give you a little advance notice here. We will change the bounty down to something more reasonable. And then I left the bounty at that for the rest of the box, and we did not find another V-nickel, which, I don't know about you, I've never had a 2 V-nickel box.
No.
It'd be a good one, though.
Oh my gosh.
Wouldn't mind to see it, like tonight. Especially when we don't have a bounty on it, that'd be wonderful.
Especially if it's over on this side.
Yeah, I'm rooting for you.
Likewise.
Twice Hudson has found V-nickels, and twice in those box battles I beat him anyway.
Oh.
And I found war nickels and buffalo nickels, and after he found the V-nickel, he's like, well, this battle's over. And then I came back and beat him. It was an unhappy Hudson situation. Paula Abrams, good to see you. Welcome. Up to 14. They heard the nickels are out, Bassman. They heard the nickels are out. Let me see, how close am I getting to actually showing you what I'm searching? Closer. Oh, I can't search them there, that's why. That'll work. I have seen a lot of shiny nickels over here. These are boxes that I have had for quite a while. We had like 100 boxes of nickels at one time. And we've got ourselves down to what? There's probably 30 over there. So some of these I could have had for a year. I do have an announcement I could make. Let's see how desperate we get for content, because it's a pretty big announcement. I don't know if I want to, I mean, people might hear this and just leave.
Oh, geez.
Or they might never log off. Either way, I'm not sure what would happen. But maybe if we get 20 people in here, I'll tell everyone. If not, at the end, I'll tell the loyal people that refreshed at the right time. So we are going, Bassman, for 24 streams in a row finding silver tomorrow. We have in our entire history, what's the elemental number, periodic table number for silver?
47.
47. So we had 47 streams in a row with silver, and then Treasure Hog and I didn't find any.
And then that was when Hudson took the week off. Right?
Yeah, Hudson was not there.
Uh-huh.
And now we're back up to going for 24, and Hudson is not here.
Uh-huh.
But we have found silver many, many times when he's not here. But you know the one I hear about?
What's that?
The one that broke the streak.
Yes.
He didn't find silver.
Yes.
That's the one he has a tendency to focus on. Because Hudson's record is he's never been here for a live stream in which we didn't find silver.
He has always found silver.
That's
His
right.
streak is intact.
And it's usually him that finds silver instead of me.
Yeah.
Funny how that works.
Well,
I usually let him pick both boxes, and I figure it's because I don't know, if he has super feeling and he can tell which one's heavier with the silver.
well, I mean, he's just a pure volume hunter.
Yeah, he is.
So mathematics says he's going to find more.
He does search just a hair quicker than I do, like the triple. But that's good for me. I got a feeling I'm going to have a find in this roll. We average in our nickel boxes here 20 finds a box. Ooh. And that's a find.
I better get going.
I haven't looked at the back yet, but that's a 1942.
Ooh!
We are coming out of the woods to lurk over your nickels. Well, thank you, Paula. You can lurk over my nickels any day. We're going to see if this 1942 has a big old letter on the back above the capital. No. That is a 42p. Still my oldest find of the hunt. I told you I was going to have a find in this roll. I just had a feeling if it had been a war nickel, that would have been even a better feeling. So Bassman, I don't know. You have told people, I'm sure, on your channel before, and I hope everyone watches Bassman64 on Monday nights at 6 p.m. He was a ticket scratcher there for a while he couldn't get coins, but
Yep.
he's back to the dark side now, searching $50, and he found a bunch Monday night. What's your history in coin hunting? When did you start? Did you get out of it for a while and get back into it heavily, or what is your history in coin hunting?
Only
Coin collecting.
only ever hunted pennies as a child with my dad. Because I think he would go to the bank and get some rolls, and we would hunt them and try to fill the binder.
And this would be back like in the early 70s, perhaps?
Yeah, I'm thinking like the Stone Age.
Okay.
You know, but yeah, probably early 70s, like late 60s, early 70s. Back, I mean, when I was old enough to basically wrap pennies.
So your job after you'd searched them was to re-roll it?
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I call that around here? I call that a Hudson.
Uh-huh. Yeah, funny how, you know, and the kids think, oh my gosh, he's really depending on me to do this.
That's right. It's an
Uh-huh.
important job.
Uh-huh.
Luckily, we have not had to roll any to return them. Unluckily, we have a hard time occasionally finding someone who will take them back.
Yeah.
So did you stay involved in coin hunting then as a
No.
child, or did you get
No,
out of it for a while? And
I was, I had amassed a bit of a collection, even as a derelict teenager. I had all of the proof sets from 56 forward.
Awesome.
And I had to sell all of those to move to Texas.
Not awesome.
And
Hey, a quick hello to Transit Dave and Doug Harding. Go ahead.
so that's basically where I got out of it.
So what age would you have been approximately when you were moving to Texas and
23.
had to purge the coin collection?
Yep, 23. Married with child.
No money or time for that coin thing?
Nope. Worried about other things like trying to get a job.
That's important.
Yeah. So, but I also sold my musical equipment.
Ouch. So you were no longer the bass man.
No.
You're the baseless man?
Baseless. Yes.
Totally baseless.
That's right.
So at what point then did you get back into it?
I think the YouTube rabbit hole led me to this guy named Rob.
Yeah, that Rob guy?
Yeah, and I don't know what the heck this was, but
No silver yet,
this,
today.
this guy had a box of halves, and instantly question marks formed over my head. Like, what are you doing with those? And first of all, how did you get them? Because I didn't know this was a thing, right? And then he's hunting the halves and he's finding silver. Like, wait a minute.
Like, how is this even possible? I didn't know this was a thing.
So I had to buy a few boxes, and gosh darn it, if it wasn't real. And eventually I thought, well, like so many others who hadn't seen it, you know, I bet I could do that. So set some stuff up in the garage originally, which was not very comfortable.
Weather dependent?
No.
Or just always not comfortable?
Well, if it was summertime, it was hot. And, you know, we had machinery out there to keep it, you know, we had a heater and an air conditioner in there. But when you're running a stream, you can't have that stuff on in the background because it's loud.
Yeah.
So if it's summertime, you're going to get hot. And if it's winter, you're going to get cold.
So you just played through it?
Yeah, I fought through it. So.
Bucket to dump your nickels in when your bowl gets too heavy?
Alright.
So you really got back into this in the last 5 years then?
Yes.
And you've amassed a pretty good collection.
Yes. And I have been...
Like Justin Collins says, I think that 42 might be worth more than a war nickel, according to Coinfacts.
Wow.
Is a 42p something special? You have to talk to me. I got it set aside. It's in my pile, but I did not know a 42p had any certain value, Justin. Teach me something here. Bassman is now addicted to $half hunting, says Paula.
Well, I'll tell you, when I couldn't get the $half and I was doing the
Coin scratcher?
oh my gosh.
That looked like work.
It was way too much work for me.
A lot of
Most
food.
things are, but yeah, that was tough. That's interesting.
So I know you've had a chance to be at a couple coin shows
Yes.
as someone actually having a booth now.
Yes.
Because we shared space over in Grove, Oklahoma.
Yep.
But you've been to Grove, and then you were at another coin show recently.
Grapevine. Yes.
Grapevine.
About an hour from the house. Yep.
There's one in Norman, Oklahoma, this weekend, or next weekend, Hudson and I are going to be deer hunting.
Yeah, I had, well, that's the 29th, right?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah.
My anniversary, but no, that's not my anniversary. That'd be December 29th. Never mind me.
Oh dear. Yeah, you might want to strike that from this after we're done.
Edit that one out, won't I?
Yeah, you don't want that getting out. Yeah, my Mrs. Basement actually got the date of our anniversary wrong once.
Ooh, that had to be beneficial to you.
Oh. I had all three of my hands on that udder, just milking the heck out of it.
So in your personal collection, what are some of your favorite coins that are in your collection?
Well, I have the 09 SVDB MS65 red.
That sounds nice, because that's one of the 2 cents we're missing in our penny book. I got a 1953 over here. Go ahead, that's, 1909 SVDB, aren't there like, the mintage is like 800,000?
400.
400,000.
Yeah. And I read an article where it's estimated that only 20,000 remain.
Wow.
My most recent pickup is the 1938D Walking Liberty $50.
Ooh, nice.
MS66 CAC.
Ooh. That's a good one.
And also picked up an MS67 Morgan dollar.
Hello, Morgan. Original ATOG? At what year, Morgan?
1882S MS67.
I bet that's not pretty.
No, it's fairly average. And then the 1927D Mercury Dime MS64 full bands.
You showed that one off, I think.
I probably did.
I saw that one on one of your videos.
Yes.
Maybe this last video.
So
do you have, is there a personal favorite? This is not for sale, this is mine forever? Or all of them with the right price could exchange homes?
It's going to be really hard to let go of that 09 SVDB.
Yeah.
Because when I would hunt coins with my dad, that would always be the perpetually empty slot.
The holy grail that you were looking for?
Yeah.
The unicorn?
Yes. So, whenever people ask about it, and I got asked about it a lot at Grapevine, I said, well, I'm going to ask for this plus a separation fee.
You gotta pay the emotional value.
That's right.
Watch your ears, everybody. I'm dumping into an empty bucket. I kind of feel that way about most of my MS Morgans. Especially the CCs. You see a MSCC, it just does something to me.
Oh, yeah.
Metal Dragon Braveheart, hello. Good to see you. I've got Bassman64 with me tonight.
What's up, Metal
I'll have
Dragon
to sell you
Braveheart?
my penny when it gets back from grading this week, Bassman64. What penny do you have in grading, Metal Dragon? You have to save your pennies, Bassman, to buy a penny.
You know, sounds like it.
Don't we all? Well, the way grading's going right now, you may not have it back this year. Depending on when you send it in. Word is, it's a little slow out in them there hills.
Well, what is your penny, Metal Dragon?
You holding out on us?
Yeah, I don't think you ever said.
Alright, Metal Dragon, we gotta know, man. You teased us.
I've been accused of owning a $4 Stella, which I don't.
I ordered a Woods, I think it's a Woods Hibernia,
Ah,
1700, and I forget what year. I ordered one of those. I'd heard of them, I'd seen them on metal detecting shows before, and I found one and it wanted me. A 1936 Canadian dot penny. It was in grading 270 days.
oh my gosh.
My.
Oh my
You
gosh.
could have had a baby in 270 days from start to finish.
I think it could have been a little tough for him.
Oh.
Maybe somebody.
Coming down on Metal Dragon?
Somebody he's related to by marriage, perhaps, could have. But
Okay.
yeah.
270 days is a darn long time.
Yeah.
The one elk I harvested took to the taxidermist out in New Mexico, and they said I would have it in 4 months. 4 months went by, 5 months went by, 6 months went by. So I called them, and they went out of business.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. So I got to doing the old research, and I found the name. It was a combination hunting store taxidermy, and I found a phone number for the hunting store. My kids are too old to have kids. That's Metal Dragon. All right, you can still have fun trying. I called the lady that owned that, and she said, "Oh yes, we've got it." I'm like, "Okay, can you ship it to me?" She goes, "Oh, it hasn't been mounted yet. Bassman, look what I've got." Does that look like a nickel to you? It's quite penny-ish.
I'm just gonna say no.
Would it be nice if this was a 1909?
Well, with the value of copper, you might have broke
Well,
even.
that's true. I might have made money.
Yeah.
I might have made money. Ooh, I got another 5. About darn time. A 1953 upside down P. I'm up to 5 finds. Given the fact we averaged 20, we're both going to have to get going. But I don't know about you, but I have always found in hunting nickels, one side of the box is always better than the other. I don't know why.
I hope that's the case, because this side is,
A little stinky.
yeah.
See what Hudson would have done after about 20 rolls of one find. He'd be starting another box, and that would be in the corner for Pa to search.
Oh, man.
You know what? Those are the kind of boxes, though, you find a random something that you're just shocked. Like a penny.
Yeah.
Bassman says, or Metal Dragon says, "You got your package yesterday. Thank you."
All righty.
Yeah, that was a -4-cent nickel away. It sure was. I need to find a dime now to get back ahead. You know, I still think the craziest things I found hunting $half is I've now found 2 guitar picks. Different boxes, a year apart, but 2 guitar picks.
Wasn't me. Wasn't me. I don't use them.
Oh, okay. Well, start to wonder. I thought maybe Bassman gets to doing one of his music videos,
Nope.
and he gets to jamming away a little too hard and
I use my fingers.
pick those flying into the discard bin. You're a finger picker.
Yep.
All right. I'm not gonna hold that against you.
Well, better than the nose.
Well, you never have to worry about forgetting your pick.
That's right.
Ah, good water. Maybe that will be lucky drink. Lucky sip. Good news is I don't see any pennies in this roll. Copper out coins.
Yes.
Good to see you, my friend. Got the bassman with me here tonight. Copper out, we may have to get you to transverse down from Kansas City way to Arkansas one time and do a little co-hosting action. Put a copper owl with a Coinsomniacs, it kind of seems natural. I have a 1959. You got to be careful on those 59s because the 59s and the 39s will trick you.
Oh, yeah.
A 59D. Because the font they used on that 39 looks like a 5 every time to me. Nothing else in that roll. We'll have to figure out a time, Copper Al. I don't know what your schedule is, but Hudson's family has got into this camping thing, and it looks like I'm going to need a co-host more frequently. He's not real happy about it, but I told him to go have a good time anyway. Matter of fact, his Butte here, he was rooting for Daddy to get sick so they wouldn't have to go camping.
Oh my God.
I'm like, don't say that. I want Daddy to get sick. What do you mean? Well, Daddy had been sick that week, so I think he was meaning sicker or sick enough not to go. I don't know. But he was wanting to hunt coins. Most of you may know, but I took Hudson to baseball practice last night, and they changed the time from 7:30 to 6:30. And we got there, and there was about 7 kids there, and no coaches. Turned out that the lady in charge of the app changed the time because she had it down wrong to begin with, so she just corrected it to 6:30, and then the coaches checked their mail that day, so we had kids and no coaches. I accept Grammy's cookies for payment. Grammy usually makes cookies. Now she won't tonight because we're past her bedtime.
Oh, yeah.
We're at 11 o'clock, but if she's around, I would say our chances of cookies tomorrow are good. We need to do that, Copper Al. So after sitting there for a while and seeing no coaches show up, I thought, well, I'm capable of hitting these kids ground balls. So I went out on the field and I grabbed Hudson's bat and I put him in positions and I started hitting them ground balls. Practicing defense, thinking I'll do this for 5 or 10 minutes and one of the coaches will show up because they're evidently hung up in traffic. Well, they didn't show up until 7:30, and I will tell you that Paul is a little sore today from practicing baseball with 12-year-olds. But they had a good time, and it was better than them just being abandoned, I guess. But when the coach got there, he didn't know anything about the 6:30 time change. So he plopped down in the stands and just watched us practice, and he was a little miffed. I think that myself and one of the dads who finally came out to help me were out there practicing with his team. Didn't exactly know why we were doing that. So I'm hoping he found out since. You know, a thank you would have been nice. But he was, didn't seem overjoyed, baseman. And it's not like I have the energy to just do this because I want to.
Well, his problem should be with the,
The app lady.
yes.
Yeah. And I hope he found out what happened today and probably had a little discussion with her.
Yeah,
My
maybe
feeling is we'll get over it, but
maybe a one-sided conversation with
I
her.
think so. They're just not a bunch of fines yet, man.
I picked up a couple more.
Oh, you got a couple?
Yep.
I just got a talk list. Anything fantastic?
No.
No.
Well, this 56 is nice. What do you think?
Ooh, it is a nice 56. Look at that shine on that 56. That's a nice one.
I was a little surprised.
That could be a book upgrader right there.
Oh yeah.
That could be a book upgrader. Because I don't know how one in the book could be much better than that. Well, thank you, Paula. The parents did thank them. And I was catching in myself and hitting the balls to the kids. And after a while, basically, I thought, you know, one of these kids is going to come play catcher.
Uh-huh.
Because this is too much work chasing their awful girls. So they rotated out at catcher, and turned out the kids catching in might have had the most fun. Because they got involved in every play.
Yes.
And Paul didn't have to bend over. And they tossed me the ball. It didn't sting my hand. You gotta like the kids that come in to about 10 feet and you're sitting there with no glove on your hand and a bat in the other hand, and they throw it like they're throwing it in from the outfield.
Yes.
Those smart a little bit.
Yeah.
Even for a 12-year-old. Trying to hurt old Paul. I am halfway through the box when I finish this roll.
Oh dear. I am not halfway through
Not?
this box
That's
when I
okay.
finish this roll.
You know, Original ATOG, it's funny. There was it says Paul started calling his shots like Babe Ruth. There was a kid in left field that was mouthy and running around all over the place, and he kept getting in more shallow and more shallow. So I turned to the catcher and said, "Watch this. We're gonna watch him run to the fence." And then I said, "Or I'll probably dribble the ball to the pitcher." And I was throwing him up and hitting him one-handed, and I caught it, and I ripped that ball over his head. He had to run all the way to the fence. The kid playing catcher was just laughing, since he plays with this kid all the time and knows him. So I guess I kind of did call that shot. I will admit to trying to hit a few fly balls to the outfield that ended up being pop flies to first baseman. But you know, that'll happen.
First base gotta know how to catch those anyway.
That's right. That's what I think. If I'd have tried to hit one like that to
Nope.
the first baseman, it'd taken me a month. I have this tennis racket thing, baseball tennis racket
Oh,
thing
yes.
that my brother got me that I used to hit balls to Hudson, and I can rip that thing into the outfield. Consistently hit pop flies. It's great. But using the old 30-inch bat last night, a little harder. Alright, this is the second half of the box. Let's see if it's better. 5 finds only from the first half of the box. I don't think we've ever had a box with single digits, and if we had, it was 9. But we don't want to break that record tonight, basically. Did any of you see the video I posted from Cozumel where Grammy and I were eating at our favorite restaurant? I gotta find 1957. And if you did see it, did it make you hungry for lobster?
Goodness.
Because I'm hungry for lobster again. I tried to eat lobster every day, and I missed the day. Still a little upset with myself. Lobster is one of my favorite foods. Steak would have been before I got this alpha gal thing, where I can't eat red meat. Heck of a meal. It was a heck of a meal. It's called Bucanos, Bucanos. If you ever get to Cozumel, it is worth going to. Oh, we had a nice, relaxing, great time. We needed it, and we got it. We stayed for 10 days, and we really enjoyed it. We had perfect weather. Couldn't have asked for nicer weather. It was, for me, it was probably a little hot. It was in the 90s. Hey, I've got another 1957 baseman. I'm cranking now.
Jeez.
2 rolls in a row. Are you kidding me? It's my 6th in the 50s. But, we had a great swimming pool. They had the ocean. Most of the time, I would just hang with my feet in the sand, and Juan would come over and ask if I needed anything. I told Juan if my margarita glass was empty, he didn't even have to ask. Just keep them coming. Just find that you can occasionally have trouble getting back inside from the beach if you take that approach.
Yeah.
You have to find
You might take a less than direct
Yeah.
route.
a little wobbly on the way
Yeah.
in, but you know, out in the hot sun, having 9 margaritas in an afternoon, it's been known to take its effect. I've got the volume off. What's wrong with me, bassman? We couldn't hear that.
Uh-oh.
Maybe it hasn't come up yet. Adam Coles with the $2 super chat. You can find silver in your box since Hudson does. True, Adam. There it is. I got it in time. Spongy dancing. Thank you very much, Adam. Bassman and I will be splitting all super chat super stickers this weekend. We appreciate your support. Actually, it does cover his shipping fees for the clothes he leaves here when he leaves.
Oh my gosh. For sure.
Actually, I thought you were going to start charging me rental for your
No.
nice Hawaiian shirts you left here.
Yeah. Embarrassment was too much for me to.
Probably glad to have those back.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Probably look good on stage at the right gig.
Yep.
Definitely coin show material.
Oh yeah.
So you're part of a band that used to have, kind of had a recording label contract? Is that the right way to say it?
Yes. Yep. I actually had to read the contract and explain to the husband of the main talent.
Adam Coles with a $1 super sticker. Thank you, Adam. Hello, Jim Thompson.
I had to explain to the husband of the talent what the contract was really saying.
Was it written a while ago?
Oh no, it's just like they'll sell you up front, like with what's on the first page.
Yeah.
And then later on in the contract they'll say something to the effect of notwithstanding anything previously written in the contract. And then they'll tell you what they're really going to pay you.
The asterisk stuff.
Yes.
You gotta watch that fine print.
So, yeah, I told them you gotta go through this and mark those out. And then they'll complain, and then you do what you want to do.
Because, you know, I like to play and all, but doing this for free is just not part of the deal.
Well, sometimes you're not doing it for free. If you want to go out and tour, like if you make an album and you want to go tour,
Yeah.
then you have to take a loan out against the record company to pay for the tour.
If the record, that
Yes.
sounds like a bad job.
Yes. And that's a six-figure loan.
Ouchie.
Yeah.
Hello, Tony McCumber. Good to see you. Thanks for finding us. We appreciate it. Got the bassman here. Tony McCumber says hello, bassman.
Howdy.
Hello, Hoosier Stacker. Howdy, Pa and Bassman. And chat. Good to see everyone. Thanks for being here, Hoosier Stack. We are searching nickels tonight. The bassman so graciously drove up from the Dallas area to help me co-host tomorrow because Hudson is out doing the old camping thing. I got a lucky string in this roll. There's got to be something in it. I won't throw that string away just yet, just in case. So, bassman, I'm certainly glad to have you.
I'm certainly glad to have been had. At least by the find so far, I think that's the conclusion we can come to.
Yeah. It's one of the good friends that I have made in the coin hunting community over the last year plus. I think I was, Hudson and I were bassman's first full box donators.
Yes.
He had to create a tier for us.
Yes, Pa made me realize that I had a hole in my system.
The old 20 roll donation was
Yes.
quite generous.
I was like, why is he doing this twice? And then I would look at the total that I was giving away versus the box, and I'm like, dum-dum.
I was making money there for a while because
I
not
know.
only were you so generous with your donor prizes, but you were finding me things like silver proofs and stuff
Yes.
like that, and tons of 90s and all kinds of goodness.
Yep. Well, yeah, he made me analyze what the heck I was doing.
Well, it all went to Hudson anyway, so
Yeah.
any benefits I reaped were very, very short. Especially if Hudson was here when I unwrapped the package. I have a 1959 D. Good to see another find. This end of the box is a little better so far. Who's going to pop the war nickel? Someone's going to pop a war nickel. We average a war nickel or a buffalo a box. It's our average.
At this point, I'm going to say it's going to be you.
Well, personally, I'd be okay with that, but you know, as the guest, it probably should be you.
No, I'm owed nothing just as a result of me being here.
Walker man in the house. Yes, I've got the bassman in the house.
Yep.
We are doing a little nickel box hunting tonight, and we're not finding very many finds, but we're due. We are definitely due.
Yeah, we're just starting slow.
We got sitting around the kitchen table, we got to chatting, and we let 10 o'clock sneak up on us, and we've got a little bit of a late start tonight. But, you know, Coinsomniacs used to pretty much be like a midnight to, good Lord. Talk to me about that one, bassman. Is that a proof?
Whoa.
I found a
Yeah.
1960 that is,
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
I don't know if I've ever found a nickel proof
Yeah.
before. Not very many.
definitely. The sharpness of the edge
Uh-huh.
and the shine around the rim. Yeah,
I'm going to go to my scope.
all day, every day.
I've got a 1960 that I will say is a proof. It's shiny as heck. She's a beauty.
No mint mark, which there shouldn't be.
No mint mark. Dang near full steps. Well, we're going to put that one in the keeper pile. That is a nice one. I need to get a nickel box from you. Mine are 2022s. Oh no, Walker Magnet. I could probably hook you up. I haven't got bit by the 2022 bug yet. I know it's a matter of time. I haven't been picking up more nickel boxes since I switched over to this new bank. I wanted to just get my $50 and not press my luck, but they forgot to order last week, which is always a bad sign, but they do have a new bank manager in that I got an appointment with coming up, and he told me he would order for me this week, so that's a good sign. So I'm going to start throwing in a box of nickels. Actually, I like to get 2 boxes of nickels a week and a box of pennies, and that way I can accumulate a little. As Bassman can attest, I've got a little storage system over there with several boxes of pennies and nickels.
Pretty impressive.
And he's sitting very close to the 10 boxes of $50 we're going to search tomorrow. When I checked earlier, we were not sold out. I don't know if we are or not yet, but I will update that before I go to bed. But we are streaming at 2 o'clock tomorrow, looking for our 24th stream in a row, finding Silva. Oh, cool, Walker Magnet. Good luck with that. All of ours, I'd say 95% of the ones we've ever gotten have been the boxes with the holes in the bottom, which are usually NH String & Sons for us. And we've got a few Loomis that weren't. And we definitely find silver. We don't find a lot of boxes with a lot of silver as of yet, or if we do, we give them away. The boxes that we have sent to Nubs and Bassman and Rob have usually done pretty decent. When they were in crisis and couldn't get in coins. A 54 or a 64. 64. Darn the luck. I was afraid of that. Walker Magnet, I hope you guys had a good time with your dad tonight. A little party action. I have 17 rolls left, man.
Oh dear. I had more than that.
You're alright. Hey, Zaydog Hobbies. Good to see you. If I've missed anyone in the chat, I apologize. It was not intentional. Sorely the Bassman's fault. That's not true. It's my fault. I've got bursitis in my hip, and I don't know how I'm going to feel after 5 hours in the chair tomorrow. I may have to hit the ground like Hudson occasionally just for relief. Now, it seems like last time you were here, Bassman, you found a walker.
I believe that is correct.
That's what I thought. But I think Hudson said the other day when I told him you were coming after, he said, I want to be there. Because he'll probably find 10 walkers this time. Well, if he does, he'll be very happy, and so will I.
The hoot nannies will be projected far and wide.
Oh, I want to hear the music tomorrow for sure.
Boy.
Gotta cut you for a minute. To bed I must go. Dad is doing great for 8 years old. Right. Awesome, Walker Magnet. Glad you had a good time. Get a good night's rest. We will see you tomorrow, my friend. It's always nice when you can pop in and find a walker. I think Shannon Smith did that here too one time. He was filling in for Hud, found a walker and maybe a Benji in the same box. Painful for Hud when he hears such things.
Yeah.
So, Paul, it's not as if I have any control over my schedule. I know. Just saying. Just saying. I remember as a kid that camping was fairly fun. And then as an adult with children, it was fairly not fun.
Yes.
It was like a lot of work.
Yes.
A lot of no sleep at night. He's touching me.
We had a, we put our tent up under a tree. And we had a black snake climb up that tree and
That's no good.
do his business on the tent in a massive, massive fashion.
Tony, I'll look here in a minute. I don't know off the top of my head. I will look here in just a minute. See a couple candidates in this roll. Let me see. I know 3 boxes are committed to, but I don't know after that. That's the one I need.
So we had to, I mean, how do you get the snake out of the tree?
Burn the tree?
Nah, it's pretty clear. You get your gloves out and you play catch with softball. And
Okay.
you try to hit the snake with the softball.
Ah.
Because, you know, the thing you want to do more than anything is to knock the snake down and onto you.
That's true. That'd be bad.
Yeah.
Tony McCumber, I do have boxes left. If you want to get in for a no frills box, it is $60, and I can probably put my. This will be. Oh, what did I do? I didn't want to do that. I have an unreasonable fear of snakes.
Oh, I do too.
I don't know if it's unreasonable. In the description below is the information on where you can PayPal me. Also, it's right there. Charles Kirby 1. We take PayPal, Google Pay, and Cash App. And Tony will put you in for a no frills box. I like people getting the no frills boxes. We've just added that option in recently. Basement, I believe you added it in as well.
Yep. Last week was the first time.
And for me, it works out about the same. So I am cool with no frills boxes. I think it allows people the opportunity to get a box open that might not otherwise be able to, because
Sure.
$250 is a lot of money. And you never know when you. I think Shannon Smith was a no frills box for you.
You
last week,
was.
and you found like 15 silver or something like that.
Something like that.
And Shannon even had to go work or something and didn't even get to see it till later.
Yep.
You know, like, Basement, I know I'm in good hands. Here's some money. Find me some silver. Basement said, your humble servant will provide.
Right.
And he did. And he did.
Just like it says on my sticker. Your humble servant, giver of silver.
Giver of silver. I'd like for one of us to find silver. Good night, Zaydog. Have a nice evening. That is the scroll that you will see tomorrow when we're hunting. If that's the one that has my addresses and stuff on it. I got another find. I've got a 48. I think we need a 48S. It's a 48B. Wah, wah, wah. Hudson and I started out hunting pennies, like Bassman did. They were inexpensive, $25 a box. You
Yep.
only kept 10 or 15 coins out of it if you were lucky. Thank you, Tony. We'll see you tomorrow, and good luck. And then we started nickels, and I gotta say, for both of us, that hunting a good nickel box, now hunting a good $50 box, it doesn't get better than that.
Right.
When you're finding a ton of silver. Just doesn't happen very often. But hunting a nickel box where you have so many opportunities to find different things, I mean, it's reasonable. If you do enough nickel boxes, you will find a V-nickel. You are going to find some silver nickels, war nickels, and you're going to find some buffalo nickels. And for me, growing up, the buffalo nickel was the thing you heard about. I didn't have one, but I knew it existed. And much like Bassman, I found Rob Finds Treasure and saw him searching a box of nickels and then a box of $50, and he's finding a buffalo nickel. I'm like, I didn't know that was still possible. Really? How do you do this? Where do I get these? And so we started hunting nickels, and I think, other than $50, we've hunted more boxes of nickels than anything.
Wow.
It's a good nickel box is fun. College football and $50 Saturday. That's a good Saturday. I gotta say, that's a good Saturday. So we do have 2 or 3 boxes left. If anyone else is interested in getting in, I think I got another fine base, man. Whew. Now is it a 39 or a 59 or a 40? I think that might be a 39. I'm gonna have to go to my bigger view because my eyesight stinks. That is that tricky 1939. Ooh, what do we need? We need a 39D. Come on, 39D. Come on. No. 39P. Still.
Could be a double die. Reverse.
Yeah. My oldest find of the hunt for sure. Thus far. What I was saying about that, those 3s and 5s earlier on a 39, you can really tell. Oh, to have young eyes again.
Oh,
Although you can still search them without the magnifying glass like I'm using. I'm impressed. Maybe I just need new glasses. That might help. I'd rather have the young eyes.
I had new glasses until the dog got hold of them.
Uh-oh.
Now I have my old glasses.
I had a pair of new glasses till I can't find them anymore.
Oh dear.
Yeah, I don't know where it is. Check Monticello for doubling on the 39.
Yep.
I can
The
do
word.
that. I can do that. Let me find it right. You see no doubling. I'd like to find one of those one of these days. Hasn't happened yet. The 55 DDO penny, I would love to find. Got a feeling about this roll. Second coin. That one is a 59. It is a 59D. Alright, just back-to-back rolls. Can I find 2 in one roll? That'd be amazing goodness. That one looks old. It's an 89. It's an 89 that's lived a rough life. It's amazing how sometimes you find the newer coins and they'll just be trashed.
Oh yeah.
And then you'll pop out something like that 1960
60
that's
proof.
beautiful. I mean, you know that 60 proof has not been out there in circulation, or I assume it hasn't. Not for very long anyway.
Right.
It's too shiny that somebody would have seen it. Rodeos and $50 hunts. All right, Paul, I'm a rodeo. We had a bull riding deal here in northwest Arkansas. I think it was last weekend. It could have been the weekend before. It was while we were in Mexico, because they were giving tickets away on the radio station, and they asked a trivia question I happened to know the answer to, but I didn't call in because we weren't going to be in town. And so infrequent that I would know a trivia question on the radio show. Got another oldie, 1941. P, I believe. Don't need a 41P. Ouch. I have 9 rolls left, Bassman. Just gives you more time to find something good.
Yeah. You give me another box.
Now, I will say, you did pick your own box.
I did.
And I picked mine too, and I didn't pick very good either.
Who chose this box?
Us.
Yep,
Us.
that's right.
I would have to say, when I donate the boxes, I really don't like picking a box. Because I never pick the right one. I think with you, about a month ago, you had this one and that one, and I picked that one. And this one had all kinds of silver, and that one had all kinds of nothing. Except I hit the double up that night, so it was still
There
a
you
very good
go.
night.
Yep.
Only channel with the double up. You know what that means? Hudson got a couple of shiny Morgans.
Yes.
Paul didn't get to keep those long. The Cowboy Channel. I didn't know there was a Cowboy Channel. Do they have movies too? A little John Wayne action? I would probably like that channel a lot. If any John Wayne movie comes on, I'm hooked. Boy, that's a good look in 1941. $41P. I'm finding a few. But we want more than a few. We want a lot. I think we're going to get less than 74. That's my prediction.
Yeah, combined.
Watch your ears. Alright, I'm going to run to the little boys' room. You got the helm.
Sweet.
Oh,
Maybe I'll catch up a
I
bit.
know you know how to do this.
Oh yeah. Alright. I'm in your command now. My old coins are about 64 and not quite as old. So when I see something kind of nasty, that's what I'm getting. I'm not getting 50s and 40s. I'm getting 64, which is the best year ever, but not for nickels. I was in Illinois a couple weeks ago, stopped at the convenience store and got 9 cents and change, 4 70s copper pennies, and a 44 PUR nickel. That's what I'm talking about. That is how you do it. Tony, I would like to find something, trust me, but I can't control what I find. I'm happy I found 76. That's the way it goes sometimes, you know?
Alright, did you find anything amazing while I was gone?
76?
76.
Yeah.
1876?
No?
No, just an 86.
Yeah.
Alright, well, congratulations.
Thanks. I think.
Alright, OA, have a good night. I don't exactly know what the healing of bursitis in the hip is, but I think I might have to find out soon.
We've been infiltrated.
Southern Metal in the house. Hey, where are you? I thought you were coming. I thought you were coming. You don't have a football game till tomorrow.
Yeah, what's up with that? You would have enjoyed the pregame show.
Oh, immensely.
Oh my gosh.
Immensely. I didn't get the memo. Oh no. Well, you know, my friend, you are welcome here anytime. But I did borrow the baseman because Hudson went camping.
Yep, so more of this tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll be streaming at 2 o'clock tomorrow. This is just like a drive down to the cases at the corner for baseman. He has no problem staying awake, anything like that. I got another 1941.
Okay.
Another 1941 pay. We're not having real good luck, Southern Metal. Maybe you will change our luck. We've got no war nickel yet. We've got no buffalo nickel yet. Did find a proof 1960 though. I don't find very many proof nickels. But it was a pretty one. Uh-oh. Time for a drink. I remember when you first started, Baseman,
Oh,
and you had that hardwood floor
I try to forget.
right in the area where you were hunting.
Yeah.
And your work area probably wasn't the correct size for what all you were trying to do.
Still isn't.
And everyone would give a baseman a hard time when a coin would hit the floor, which in those days, I told him I'd come clean up his coin room for him just for what was on the floor. Because there was a few $50 did a little bouncing around back in those days.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And we'll have to say you either have a quieter landing area now, or you have gotten much more skillful at keeping them on the table.
Well, it can't be the skillful part.
You got to be a softer landing zone.
Yeah.
Well, I had carpet underneath us until we moved in this room. Boy, when they hit the floor, they're loud. Especially when I opened the one roll of $half and had a coin explosion and set an untied record of 19 of the coins going to the floor. 19 of 20. That's hard to do.
That's a high percentage.
It is. I think without doing it intentionally, it would be hard to get all 20 on the floor. Southern Metal says to buy a box or two of nickels from Paul. We could probably arrange that if you'd like to do so.
Yeah, I'll sell this one and start over.
Yeah. As long as they're not all as cold as these two. When you were here for the Grove trip, Hudson got up early one morning and opened that box of nickels and found 11 buffalo nickels in it.
Good gosh.
Which is something I've never come close to.
I remember that because I didn't believe him.
Well, I was sleeping because we'd been up late, and he kept coming, waking me up to tell me he found another buffalo nickel. It's like, no way. We never found more than like 3.
Then he showed them to me in sequence. Like, no.
Like, if you did this off camera, that would have been a great video. I probably could spare a few nickel boxes. 4 rolls left. Hello, Zor Blue. Good to see you. If I missed anyone else, apologies. It's not intentional. Just not great at multitasking. It does take some time to get used to this format of doing it, doesn't it? I remember your announcement video when you were going to start streaming and you had Pepe on there with you.
Oh, yes. Yep. Pepe is still in the area.
Yeah, well, we don't allow him in Arkansas, so.
For Shannon's box, he was headed up I-35 to the casino in Oklahoma.
You got a little close.
And I said, bar.
That is
right.
a beautiful 1963. Almost looks proofy in and of itself. I'm going to pull that one to the side because that is a pretty 1963. Well, as you said in that first stream, sometimes Pepe's going to win. Hopefully most of the time he loses.
Yep.
When we did get that skunk night, it was like a week before that I had run over a skunk in the road. And I figured it was a way of getting even with me. I remember getting $500 boxes of halves many years ago, and there were dozens of 1940s and 40% halves. Oh, the good old days. Bassman still finds dozens sometimes, and Southern Metal found a dozen last night, I think. Or Thursday night. Last night. Southern Metal had a really good box of Benji, a 64 Kennedy, and a bunch of 40s. I think you guys just missed the miscellaneous from filling the board. Got 1959. Day. Hello, JT Mode. Good to see you. Got the Bassman with me tonight.
Hey.
Got him with me all weekend, as a matter of fact. You
Yep.
never know when we might pop up with a stream, but for sure, we're popping up a stream with 2 p.m. tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
$50 hunt. We've got, I think, 3 boxes left. If anyone, it is a BOGO. Buy one, get one free. If you take the full price $250 boxes, they are buy one, get one free. We also have a new no frills option that's only $60. There's no dedicated silver, but you get to find everything you find. You get to keep everything you find. And if you get skunked, you will get a little scuttle prize from Pa. Although I don't want to skunk anybody. That is probably one of the biggest surprises to me in doing this, Bassman, is the feeling of pressure to find something for people.
Yes.
And how bad you feel if you don't.
And I hope that is understood by those who watch these streams, is that you don't want to do a box and not find anything.
No, it feels awful.
Yeah.
It stinks when you're doing it for yourself, but when you're doing it for someone else that pays
That's
money,
worse.
Azure Blue got 8 boxes of Halves Monday, has gone through 6 of them, have 190 and 1240s, and 1 Walker. Nice. You know what? My average for almost 1,000 boxes is right at 1 silver a box. I think that's just, if you get that, you gotta be happy. So finding a dozen, or finding, what'd you say, 7, 8, 12, 13 to 14. 14 out of 6 boxes, that's I'd take that pace any day. 2 a box pace, Bassman, that'd make us happy. Very happy. We get to hear lots of music. Southern Metal said, gotta hit the sack, have to get up early tomorrow, don't forget to protect the boathouse, Pa. I know, Southern Metal, and guess who brought their golf clubs? The boathouse will be shivering tonight.
That's right.
In preparation.
It's not even going to be cold either.
If it's warm enough, we may take the pontoon boat out tomorrow.
There we go.
See if Bassman can hit one off the pontoon boat.
Oh my gosh.
Moving.
I can't believe you said that.
A 53D. That's my 10th 50. But I wouldn't mind getting out on the pontoon boat and showing you the lake. It's not really super big. We could go look for Southern Metal's golf balls out in the lake.
Southern Metal, it is the only strategy I have.
Sometimes it's hope or nothing.
That's right.
I've worked with a lot of people that wouldn't know a strategy if it bit them in the nose. I am on my last roll, Mr. Bassman. My last roll.
Started roll 26.
Alright.
But I think I have figured something out that should have been really obvious from before.
Alright.
So hopefully I can pick up the pace. As if I could go any slower.
We're not in a hurry. We're not in a hurry. Well, the only thing between you and sleep is finishing that box, you know.
Yeah.
Other than that,
Oh really?
no pressure.
Watch me take a shortcut.
I have seen you nap on the stream before.
That's right.
So I guess it's not impossible. Which is a
Right.
pretty good trick when you're hosting and you can get away with a nap.
Yep. It's even better when nobody notices. Ooh, that looks old.
There's been times at 2 a.m. I have felt the need to nap during a Coinsomniacs. Got nothing in my last roll. I feel a comeback coming for you is what I feel. That's what I feel. Alright, I'm going to get my nickel sheet up. Exactly, as they're blue. It's like, really nothing? You know, especially for me, when I find a box that doesn't even have a nifty in it. It's like, really? Is that even possible?
Yes.
Because I think, and it still probably only had like 10 or 15 of those boxes ever. But they are so painful when you don't have a single find. It's like, man, I just wasted 50 minutes.
Shannon's box that I found all that silver in
Yeah?
did not have a single nifty in it.
You know, my Nifty finds are way down and my proof finds are way up.
Interesting.
which is just, yeah,
Crazy.
doesn't make any sense to me. Because we were averaging about 6 nifsies a box, and it is down now. I'll look it up here in a second after I get my nickel box in. That is the 121st nickel box we have done. And approved for no nickel, no buffalo, no war. 130, 640s, 10, 12, oh, 10 50s, no miscellaneous, no foreigns, 18 fines for me, base man.
Whew. 18?
18. 10 50s. On our half dollars, we have done, including the 10 we have in the house right now. Oh no. Not including the 10 we have in the house. Search boxes, Hudson and I have searched 969 boxes of half dollars. When we hit 1,000 boxes, and there's 1,000 coins in a box, near as I can calculate, Baseman, that'll be $1 million half dollars.
I believe that is correct on most days.
So we will have to do a celebration for that.
Yes.
Let's see.
Let the Hootenanny song play for 1,000,000 seconds.
I could probably do that'd be a
Yeah.
long time.
That would be.
That might burn it out worse than the box we had 30 in recently. All right, we find a half a DDO a box, and since I started keeping track, we found 385 DDOs, and I only checked
Wow.
73s and 74s. We find 0.24 proofs per box, and we find 4.6 nifsies.
Whew.
And we have found 869 total silver. So we're coming up on 1,000 of those also. That'd be a totally different celebration. 1,000 silver found, and a 1,000 boxes searched. That's a lot of boxes. 1,000 boxes, they're $500 a piece. That's $500,000.
Yeah,
Thank God we didn't have to buy them all at once.
it's true.
Let's see. I'm going to put that 60 proof in the book instead of the 60p, and we won't tell anybody. I guess we just did. Oops. Boy, does it look pretty. It looks pretty. Oh, I about threw those nickels in the trash instead of the nickel box. That would have been a disaster. Because it was 18 times 5, 90 cents worth. Would I have gone through the trash for 90 cents?
Yes.
Probably. I probably would have. Alright, we had 20 in a while ago, so here's my announcement. I went to the visitation for Phil Morrow right before we went on vacation, and got quite a bit of time to talk to his wife, and as I was getting ready to leave, she told me she had something for me. I'm like, really? And she goes, I know you're not going to want to do this, but I really want you to. I said, okay. And over the time, Avarkert, Phil, had purchased a few mom and pop penny boxes, and also to my VI or my partner level members, I send them one for their birthday. And he had 6.5 unsearched boxes of mom and pop penny boxes, and she wanted me to have those because she thought that he would want me to have those. So I thought about it for a second, and what I told her is, I will take them if you are okay with me giving them away. And she said, you know what, I knew you were going to say that. That's exactly what I thought you would do, and that would be perfect. So what we're going to be doing, and some of these are the mom and pop penny boxes that go back to the very first. because Avard bought the very first auctioned mom and pop penny box for $800, and it is still here. It's about 3/4 of the way searched. So there are 6 other mom and pop penny boxes, I believe. And what we're going to do, I think, is we're going to take the month of December, and in the month of December, at the end, as an in-the-stream giveaway of every stream in the month of December, we're going to give away a mom and pop box as a must-be present to win. And it will be, in Avard's name, donated back from Avard's wife, Jen. And we're going to share those with you, and I know that's what he would want to do with them, so that's what we're going to do, Bassman. So I thought that was pretty cool.
Wow. That is way above average.
Yeah. So they are sitting by the front door. 4 of them are the ones that I had just shipped him. Recently, they just got there that week, and they're not even out of the package yet. The other 2 are from much longer ago. So 6 of you, although Hudson's been working on me that he wants to open one of them on a video, so we'll see. So 5 or 6 of them, and I think I'll let him open the half box that was the original, or 4th box. And we'll be giving away at least 5 or 6 mom and pop penny boxes. So somebody's going to win big. Somebody is going to be winning big. Yep, we miss Avard, though I know he's in a better place. Our thoughts and prayers are still with his family. I will say also that our channel raised well over $1,000 for the Claws and Paws charity that they wanted donations instead of flowers, in lieu of flowers. And I have talked to the owner of the Claws and Paws facility over there, and Guthrie, Oklahoma. Guthrie. And Avard was a huge supporter of hers, and rescuing the cats and dogs in the local area. So she was very, very appreciative of the donation. So thanks to everyone for that. Awesome, Metal Dragon. In New England, we call all penny boxes mom and pop. I get full rolls of 40 to 60 all the time. Our penny boxes here in Northwest Arkansas, we average like 7 wheat cents a box. So we found some with 20, and my daughter found an Indian head cent, the first roll she ever searched.
Is that the only roll she ever searched?
It's the only roll she's ever searched. She found an Indian head penny and she didn't know what it was.
Retire on top.
Hudson, she made Hudson go take a shower, and Hudson said, "Okay, but you got to search while I'm gone." And just regular penny box, bank penny box. She takes, okay, she says, "I'll open 1 roll." She opens 1 roll, he comes back in the shower, and she goes, "This is the only thing I found, what is it?" She's like, "No, you found an Indian head cent?" That's pretty crazy. First roll, and only roll,
Oh, yes.
you ever search. In the wild,
I'm
you
done.
find an Indian head cent.
It's all downhill from there, kid.
You got to stop there, I think.
Yep. I think she did the right thing.
Tell you what, Azure Blue, I'm not exactly sure where Newport, Arkansas is. We're in the northeast corner of Arkansas, and I will tell you that the area we live in is very, very nice. The schools are great, and when we moved here in '88, I used to kid people when I would interview them to hire. Jim Cantor says 7 average is not bad. I average 8 to 10 Wheaties in a box. Okay, Jim. I've just seen some of those from the Northeast that do so well, and I get jealous. Anyway, I was saying something, and I interrupted myself. Yeah, probably doesn't matter.
Something about being in the northeast part of the state.
Oh yeah, Arkansas, northwest, I guess I should say.
Yeah.
Is where we live, Bella Vista, and it is a great area. And central Arkansas is beautiful with the mountains. They've transplanted elk here about 20 years ago. We've got a great elk population. We love to go just watch them down the valley, and it is a very nice flyover state to live in. Nice and peaceful. Wasn't sure when I got the job offer to move from, I was in Illinois, Northeast Missouri's home, but to go to Arkansas. But it has been just a fabulous place for us to live. We do have traffic, but nothing like Bassman has,
Oh my gosh.
or Southern Metal has, or Rob has. They just put a bypass in that cut our traffic in Bella Vista in half, which is awesome. So if you avoid the after-school traffic, you are in good shape.
Yeah, I kept waiting for the traffic. And because I rolled through Fayetteville, I think around 6. And I kept waiting to see it, and I was like,
Yeah, Friday night, 6 o'clock.
where is it?
Yeah, not bad, huh?
No.
Metal Dragon says, I have sent out YouTubers plenty of them Indian head since. I sent Southern Metal the 1908S Indian head I found. Cool. We were fortunate to find a lot of Indian head scents in the mom and pop boxes. And also I bought a bunch because we include them in the Hudson's collector's kit. So I really need to start a book of Indian head scents probably. We've kept all of our finds, but I don't have them in a book. I live on the corner of Connecticut, Massachusetts, and Rhode Island. I can walk into all three, so I get boxes from all three. That's awesome, Metal Dragon. Good for you. Newport is northeastern Arkansas area. Oh, so here's northeast. You know, there's no way to get from northwest Arkansas to northeast Arkansas. The property was next to a small airport, 20 acres, major buildings that were grow houses, mostly paved, 15-foot high-end fence around the property. Oh, cool. There is not a straight road to get, it is as quick to get to northeast Arkansas from northwest Arkansas to go all the way up into Missouri, get on the interstate and go over, than to try to go on the crooked road that's 30 miles an hour to get over there. It takes like 5 hours. It's just ridiculous to try to get to northwest Arkansas from here. So Bassman has to beat 18. I think you just found another one. I'll count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You only got 6 finds?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Ouchie.
Yeah.
Well, your box is fixing to heat up.
Okay.
You just need 12 more. Or an Indian head, or an Indian head. Indian head would really win.
The only way this box is going to heat up is if you put it in the microwave.
That would be sparky.
It would be. Oh, on the other hand,
Oh, 2-in-1 roll?
yeah,
Well, you're on fire.
relatively speaking, yes.
You are on fire. I guess, how do I do this? Let me see. Hudson full screen. Hudson full screen is right there. You all can enjoy close-up searching of the Bassman on the Paul Square Time mat as he finishes. I see a lot of shiny ones in there, Bassman.
I know. It's great.
Are you a magnet for 2021s and 22s
I
and
am.
20s and 19s?
Yep, they're NIFCs to me.
Been a few mint state Indian head pennies found in those boxes. Some even questionable color. I've heard that, Jim Cantor. I've never been lucky enough to find one of those. Bassman found a real nice Indian head scent, I think, out of a mom and pop penny box,
Yes.
if I remember. I don't know that it was mint state, but if it wasn't, it was darn close.
Yeah, I had to get a fool around and get a book. for Indian head.
That's what I'm gonna have to do the same because that's one I don't have right now. One of the few. I mean, I don't have the 2-cent book or the 3-cent nickel book or half dime. I don't have a Rosie dime book. You have a Merc dime and a Barber dime book. That was me.
Nope. Nope.
If you would like help, I will help you search if you want.
Alright.
If you want me to. Now, I will try. I will try hard to find you goodness.
Well,
If
yes.
you want to ship me a few rolls, I will be glad to help
Alright.
you. If you don't want me to, then that's
No,
fine also.
no. Let's see.
Now, if I find a Mint State Indian scent, we may have
That's
to
coming right back over here.
have a little custody hearing. Whew. Right, well, it's back in the game, adding to my 18 fines. I didn't work today or have a 5-hour drive like Bassman did.
Oh. Yeah, the left shoulder, the back left shoulder is screaming at me.
I also did no off-roading in my vehicle today. Just saying. I didn't. I really didn't. Not that I remember.
What are you trying to pull?
Not that I know anyone that did, but I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure that was fatiguing if it happened.
Well, I tried to execute some good advice and it didn't work out.
The funny thing is, I was trying to decide, did he get lost? He was just going to the top of the hill. I mean, it's gonna be.
I know.
I'm like, did he? So I came up and decided that you got to the top of the hill and discovered you were almost out of gas, and we're going back to the gas station to fill up before you reverse the hill. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. And I think that's what happened. Although I think you might have added a Reese's peanut butter cup and a Coke to it.
No.
Never mind.
I ended up only using half a tank.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, slick one. I got about wore the basement out for the night.
Yeah.
It was beautiful, Jim Cantor. Max Selick found a really pretty one too, but he scratched it with his knife when he opened the roll. It was as nice as Rob's, I think. So his was graded questionable color with a knife scratch on it. I think that's what you call post-mint damage.
Oh yeah.
To my knowledge, I've yet to cut myself and I haven't scratched a coin opening with my pocket knife. I just think it's a little faster for me. And then of course Hudson wants to use a knife. No,
No, heck no.
use a screwdriver.
Yep.
You don't need to have to call Grammy down here in the middle of the stream.
No.
Reattach a finger. That would be bad. I'm 0 for 2 on the rolls. Oh, we went dark there for a second. We've dropped a few frames. Not bad. Only 4%. U.S. Mint is junk services and does not respect the collector. I buy a few things from the U.S. Mint, but not very much. I'm starting to really like some of the stuff that Perth Mint is coming out with. They've got some really cool stuff that I've purchased from them. And I've probably, the majority of what I've ever bought has been from AppMax. Which is not the best price necessarily, but you know you're getting what you're paying for. And I've only had trouble with a couple orders and they have taken care of me immediately. Bassman, you've got a 1957.
Dang right.
Hey, why do I have this screen up instead of the search screen? What's wrong with me? Out of practice. I'm sorry.
Out of practice.
There's darn vacations. There's your 57 to put in your stack. I guess if neither of us find anything, it really didn't matter what I got up there, but we could be here pretending to search coins.
Yeah.
So I heard you mention the other night, briefly, that you got into streaming on YouTube. That EC had something to do with that.
Oh yes. He got me into it.
Yeah, you want to tell that story? You don't have to, but
Well, no, I mean it's fine. He was basically a real encouraging, and it became, I think it became a deal with, he did a, what was it? It was he called it the one-up box.
Yep.
And he basically came up with a list of collector or streamers, basically, and we would receive this box that had all kinds of good goodies in it, and then we could add to it, and eventually somebody chosen at random was going to win the whole darn thing.
and it was loaded.
It was loaded. I put 3 ASCs in it,
Oh,
and Everyday Opportunity about lost his mind, and then he started watching what I was doing on my stream, and he calls me Proofman64. Not so much Bassman, but yeah, I saw him in Grove. It was really cool. Got some audio from him. I might have, because we are part of the Texas connection.
right.
So I might have gifted him the 5-ounce MS69 San Antonio Missions America the Beautiful quarter.
Nice.
Yeah, and just about reduced him to tears, but which is the goal.
Yep.
So, but yeah, I have much to be grateful to him for, as far as me even doing this.
Cool.
So
He played a part in our stream as well. When we had 73 or 63
Yep.
viewers.
Yep.
He started a Drive to 100 initiative
Yep.
where he was going to give away a silver dime for every channel that people helped get over 100 subscribers. And I don't know, he went through his list of people that were subscribed to him and found the ones that were under 100 but close, relatively close, if 63 is close to 100.
Yep.
And I think he grew it to 12 streams eventually, and he helped get all 12 streams over 100 subscribers.
Yeah.
So that was a really cool thing that he did for me, not knowing me, just,
Yeah.
helping us out. Him and the telephone guy were very involved in that. I don't even know if telephone guy is still doing streaming. I haven't seen him in forever. But EC certainly helped me out.
Yep.
And I think he's done a lot of that for a lot of people.
Oh yeah. Yep.
I like the Canada Mint too. Canada, I like the coins coming out of Canada. I saw, I don't know what mint it was from. You could pre-order the first coin with Charles as king on it. It had Charles on I think it was on the reverse, and Queen Elizabeth on the obverse, and it's coming out in November. And you could pre-order it, but it was like $200 for an ounce of silver. And it's like, you know what?
Ooh.
I'm not paying $200 for an ounce of silver. Charles is not that handsome, and I just don't need it that bad. I met AC/DC's bassist, Larry Van Crate. Very nice guy. Cool, Azure Blue. Probably a name you know, Bassman.
Nope.
No?
No.
Not an AC/DC guy?
Well, their bass lines are fairly straightforward. So I tended to try to play more challenging stuff.
Growing up where we lived in the country, and I could occasionally pick up the Chicago big radio station.
WLS?
Is that, yeah, WLS?
Yes.
When the clouds were just right and the signal would
Yes.
bounce down to northeast Missouri. And I would listen to music that way. Otherwise, we didn't have anything in our house that played music. My parents didn't listen to music. I didn't have a car. We had AM radio in our vehicles. And I really didn't get into music until I started driving. And I had my own radio. And I kind of like what I like, and half the time couldn't tell you the name of the band
Yes.
or the name of the song, but I know I like it.
Yep.
I'll take some more rolls if you got extras.
All right. You got it. Yeah, I'm that way. If I'm doing an audition or something, people will ask me if I know a song by a group, and I'm like, well, I don't know.
Let me hear it.
Yeah.
Let me hear it and I'll tell you.
So, they'll start it off and I'll be, oh, okay, it's that, and I'll start playing with it. Play by ear.
That's amazing to me. I have no musical talent. My biggest musical talent is to know not to sing in public. I have occasionally been caught singing on this channel. It's just probably not entertaining for people. But there are very few bands that I just like everything they do. Now, I got to know Garth Brooks a little bit in my job at Walmart, and I would have to say he's one, and maybe it's because of the relationship that I like most Garth Brooks songs.
Yeah. Yeah, actually knowing the artist would probably impact my thought on his songs.
We started a deal that was my idea, that was to work with the record labels, because we owned a company called Anderson Merchandisers. It was Anderson News also, and we bought our music through them, and we ended up buying them, and that we could take new artists and build an 18-wheeler that folded down into a stage.
Oh.
And go to different Walmart stores where we were, and most of this, if not all of it, was country.
Yeah.
But we would get these new artists, and I got to cut the ribbon on the ceremony at the first one, and it was very, very popular. And I've got a picture of myself with all of the artists that started with it, and the guy that was supposed to be the next Garth Brooks was Wade Hayes.
Oh, yes.
And he never quite got to that level, but I got to know him pretty well, and he did several concerts for us. He was really, really young then. So that was fun. I need to pull that picture out and put names to faces and see who was there. I know there's one female artist that became very, very famous, but I don't remember her name. Shame on me. An even better behind the scenes story of that
Ooh.
is on a Friday night, I got a phone call from our CEO
Oh my gosh.
that they had forgot to get anyone to sing the national anthem at the start of the meeting the next day. And it's like, I knew the CEO very well. Weren't friends or anything, but I'm like, don't go. Okay, so I got whoever this artist is, female artist that became very big in country music. She was the one I could get. They were going to send a plane for her, bring her in. Thank you for last minute. And when I gave the name the next day to one of the executives, they called me like an hour later and said, we don't need her. We've decided to have one of the associates sing the national anthem. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me.
Wow.
You gotta be kidding me.
Bridge burned.
Yeah. And she became big. But she wasn't a big enough name for them to be happy with.
Oh.
And she was. She was brand new then. But to me it seemed like a beggar's choosers kind of deal.
Right.
Live in a horse community.
Well,
No.
my late father-in-law used to take Carrie Underwood
Yeah.
to school every day on the school bus.
Fun.
Yes.
Well, you can't get any bigger than her.
Right.
She doesn't live very far from here in
No.
Oklahoma.
That's where Mrs. Bassman grew up.
Oh.
So
I guess since her dad took her to school on a bus, that makes sense.
it does.
If I think it through.
But yeah, they started off in Ohio, and he was the mayor, and then they moved to Oklahoma.
Ohio to Oklahoma.
Yep.
Well, that would have been about during the oil boom in Oklahoma then.
Like 70 or so, I think.
Yeah. All right, good night, Tony. We'll see you tomorrow too. Think you're up. I think you're in the 4th box. So I hope you find a bunch. I'm surprised we're more Nicholas. 2 boxes. I did you no good that time. I tried.
I've done myself no good.
Well, we're tied then. All right, watch your ears.
Let it go.
Right back. You've got the calm.
All right. Sabbath without Ozzy was the very best. So that would have been, what, Ronnie James Dio? ZZ Top gets booed off stage in Hawaii for the Eliminator Tour. That makes no sense. Alright, Azure Blue. don't think I've ever seen ZZ Top live. I was a little surprised when Dusty Hill passed. They just kept on going. I think they must have had somebody in the wings who knew all the material. It was almost like they knew Dusty was going to pass, which is interesting. I can't imagine the same thing would happen if Billy Gibbons were to pass with a tour where they just keep going.
Big find while I was gone. You know, inevitably, I go to the bathroom. Hudson will find a 40%. It's uncanny. Tyler Evans says, "How are you, Bassman64?"
Wonderful. There we go.
He's got a find.
What am I up to? 3, 4, 5, 6, 10.
All right, you need more.
I know.
Ain't nothing but a thing.
Try so hard.
No Dragon Braveheart says they screwed up Pearl Necklace a few times, Bassman.
Ooh, you can't be screwing up your own stuff. Come on. That's not very good.
Jim Cantor, Bassman had around 5 hours, 5.5 hours up probably. Is that close?
I think it was more like 7.
7?
Yeah.
Bassman didn't take the most direct route.
I had a few stops.
Oh, okay. Well, that'll happen.
Yeah.
7-hour drive up.
When one of your medications is Lasix.
Yeah, oh boy. I've got hydrochlorothiazide that's a
Yeah.
water pill, and it means 30 stops on the way to Kirksville, no matter what I do.
Yeah.
Some of those are beside the road, but
Yeah.
you got to do what you got to do.
That's right.
I got Circle of Death again. I got the red note. I hope we don't have to have problems
There we
tomorrow.
go.
We're back, but I still got the red note and we're dropping frames. Not very many. The red note.
John Jacobs, not a bypass, just a simple heart valve replacement.
Is there such a thing as a simple anything when
No.
you're messing with your heart?
No.
Now, do you feel part cannibal when you eat bacon now?
Beef.
Beef. I thought it was a pig valve.
It's a cow valve.
A cow? I think it'll reconnect though. Usually does. Right there. Reconnected. We were gone, but we're back. Yeah. I thought I had my internet problems fixed, but not so sure now. We have got 2 hours out of this, but we're limping right now. We're limping. Limp Biscuit. To call my buddy back at Cox and say, hey, just kidding about that fix thing.
Yeah. Never mind.
So how can it be fixed for a while and then
That makes no sense.
not fixed at all? I mean, at midnight, did they cut the power? I guess not, John Jacobs, darn it. It was humming this afternoon. We had a 38 upload. We had like 19 when we started the stream. can see what we are now. I can tell you it's not very good.
3 rolls left.
3 rolls left for the baseman. He needs some fines. Sorry your box was so rugged.
Yeah.
It can become average if you have to have an awful good 3 rolls.
Yeah.
Our download speed is awesome. Ooh, the upload speed not good. 2.2.
Oh no.
I'm surprised it's still streaming. Well, maybe it isn't. How's that even possible? How is that even possible? I know. No, it's an internet problem that I got fixed today. So we'll try to limp through this. Baseman's got a couple rolls left, and then we'll get signed out. And we're going to try to limp through. My wireless had 25 after he fixed it. Not limping at all now. Crashing back up. It knocked the canvas, but came right back. We're now dropping 65% of range. I hope they're getting a good 35%. If it hangs in, we are going to have an end-of-string giveaway. If it doesn't hang in, we'll do it tomorrow. Tomorrow is 10/22/22. Isn't that hard to believe? 22 is hard to believe, and the fact it's already October is very hard to believe for me.
Yeah.
Baseman has started his last roll, I think.
Please hold your applause.
I know that my lag has me at Baseman just finishing up the roll before that. So we got a laggy going. We're dropping viewers about as fast as we're dropping frames. Yeah, sorry JT Mode, it's limping along. I almost have no downside if I kick it over to Wi-Fi.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Turn Wi-Fi back on. Manually. Wi-Fi. Still red. We have a crash.
Alright.
Winner's down. Everything's crashing. Alright, if you're still with us, Baseman is counting up his fines right now, and we will see who the winner is. If you're not still with us, and because the computer's not doing well, I'm going to add this giveaway to tomorrow. Thank you for you guys hanging in. That's not real fair to you, but I don't think my computer's going to handle it. But it is going down for the count.